All right, let's dive into it. Where's the Premier League one? Here we go. Let's draft for the Premier League. All right, so here we go. Now, I think if you're new to the game, you'll get a few prompts on the screen as well, just to kind of briefly explain what this whole drafting is about. If you don't, then you can click on this little question mark here, and it's going to bring up a little beginner's guide explaining what this is all about. So if you are completely new to Sorare and you don't have a clue how to draft, then give this a read first of all. It will give you a very short overview. There's not a lot of reading, which is great, but it makes it nice and clear as to how you need to approach it and the basics of the game, basically. And then all you need to do is you have a points total here. You can see at the bottom left, it says that you have a points total of 400, and you need to spread that points total of 400 across 8 positions, which averages to be 50 points per position. So you've got a fair amount of budget, really. And there's a really cool way that you can build drafts, and the best way really is of course trying to pick the best players, but also trying to pick the best players that can hit you the best scores for as low as possible. Now on yesterday's stream, on last night's stream, we actually went through a concept where we built our draft using the Sorare data lineup builder. And I think, to be honest with you, I'm probably going to do exactly what we done yesterday. So just to show you how this works, right, you have to pick 2 forwards, you have to pick 2 midfielders, 2 defenders and 2 goalkeepers. But you can only play 5. So you're going to have 1 goalkeeper on the bench, either 1 defender on the bench, or 1 midfielder on the bench, or 1 forward on the bench. Depends on the formation that you play. I'm going to be playing, I think, 2 forwards up front, which means that I'm going to probably go hard with my budget for 2 forwards. And my 2 forwards are going to be Haaland and then Salah. So Haaland and Salah are in. That gives us 275 points left over. Then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to throw in Fernandes at 72, because we kind of went through this on yesterday's stream, so I know that it should work. Then what we're going to do is we're going to throw in a really cheap midfielder. So in order for us to find a really cheap midfielder who costs 40, we're going to click the points tab here, and we're going to just simply put, I think, 41, oh, not 1,041, we're going to put 41 in there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to find somebody that's really cheap as a budget option. We went through a few players yesterday, like Kai Havertz at 40, I think is actually pretty useful. Pereira at 41 is very good, but I don't think I'd spend 41 on Pereira if I can spend 40 on Havertz. And again, what you have to think about is I'm not really going to be using my 40 costing players. They're just there to fill in if... not really even to fill in, they're just there to keep the cost down, in my opinion, because you want to spend as much as you can on your first 5. The cards are quite cool. If we click on the, well, when we click on the cards, so the cards here aren't 3D, but they still look quite cool. I think I know who I'm playing here. I just want to have a little look. Reece James 44 is a steal, and Chilwell 40 is a steal. Absolutely. I think Chilwell is probably going to go in for me. I just want to see who we've actually got at the 40-point mark here. Sorare, Dele, sorry. Yeah, Sasa Lucic. Okay. Cool. Donny van der Beek, Palestri, Janelt, okay. Elliot Anderson, Adam Lallana, Alcantara, okay, cool. Manor Solomon, Will Hughes. Cool, okay. Sarabia, Pereira, Kai Havertz, Mason Mount, Buendia. Okay, let's throw in Kai Havertz here, because I don't think that we are going to have a Arsenal attacker or a defender. So I think we can throw in Kai Havertz in here for 40, just to keep the cost down. Now, defensively, I think I need to keep the cost down here too, because we've only got 163 points remaining. and we have to fill out 4 positions. So we kind of need to find 4 players all at around 40, 41, 42, 43. So this is pretty much what we went through yesterday on the stream. So I think that I would throw in Ben Chilwell here. Hello also to FBL Thinker. How you doing, man? What do you think of the new 3D cards in the game? And if you didn't know, I'm sure you do because you're looking at the screen. We can now do the draft as well for the Bundesliga and the Premier League, which we're doing right now. We're also probably going to play as a goalkeeper, Ramsdale at 40. As Ramsdale at 40 is a cheat code, and I think he's the best cheat code at 40. Common cards look much cleaner. Do you think they do? I don't think, well, they kind of do and they don't. I think it depends. The super rares that we looked at look really clean. They look really clean. Just trying to have a quick look. I mean, technically we could just throw the same team that we put in yesterday on the stream, and I think we might do it. I'm tempted to throw in Dean Henderson as well, though, because I think Dean Henderson's a great goalkeeper that will get the starting spot. And it's also just a goalkeeper at 40. I don't think I really want to spend like 41 on my backup goalkeeper when I'm spending 40 on my starting goalkeeper, right? It seems weird to do that. So now that we're going to spend 40 on Ramsdale, I kind of want to spend another 40 rather than 41. Now, there's nothing wrong with Jose Sarr, but I'm not going to spend 41 on Jose Sarr if I'm going to spend 40 on Ramsdale. I think what I'll probably do is I'll probably bring in, yeah, maybe do Dean Henderson. I mean, we have the budget to do it for Jose Sarr, and he's a very good backup goalkeeper. Maybe we do it because he is a good goalkeeper, and we went through him yesterday. He can kind of hit that high end. Let's look at the defender first of all. We've basically got, if we spent 41 here on the goalkeeper, we'd have 42 left over. So we'd have that, and then we'd have 42 left over for another defender. So we could then look at another defender, sorry, for 42. Because Chilwell would be our main one here at 40. And then we could probably bring in someone like Martinez, who is injured. He's out for a while, isn't he? Well, look, expected return date 17th of September. I don't think there is an Arsenal defender, is there? Not really for 42, because we wouldn't have a stack then. We'll probably check it, but I don't think there's one that's good. Yeah, look, Tomiyasu and then Sorare. So kind of we don't get that stack potential here. But there are lots of options here, and I'm going to pick one. I'm going to pick what I think is the best one here. Why not Arsenal attack? Because I want to have Salah and Haaland. I think if you can fit Salah and Haaland into the team, then you should. Before their L15s go up. Because their L15s are about to shoot up, which means that if you don't draft them in now, you probably won't be able to draft them in for a while without compromising the rest of your team. So when we looked at this yesterday, there are some good players down here at the 40-point mark or so. I just want to refresh my mind. Like Nathan Collins, I really don't mind at 41. Okay, Neko's in there as well. Ben Davis, Cabor, Malo Gusto, who's not really going to be playing anymore. And then you've got Matty Cash, and we have Martinez. I might actually pick Martinez. His expected return date is the 17th of September. It gives me a way into the Man United team as well. And he's a bit of a beast, actually, Martinez. Yeah, Matty Cash is decent. Matty Cash is decent for sure. But I think if I can pick a Man United player and it uses all my budget, then I think I will. He's kind of been out with an injury for a while, but with Martinez, like, you can see the scoring that he can give you. It's pretty cool. And also I'm a Man United fan, so I kind of feel like if I can get 2 Man United players, I will. So I think I'm going to do that. So I think I'm going to go with Haaland, Salah, Bruno Fernandes, Kai Havertz as kind of like a bit of a bench option. Then Ben Chilwell, Martinez, Aaron Ramsdale, and Jose Sa. And I think that's pretty strong. Yeah, Mason Mount at 40, but I don't think so. I don't think so. I've not really been impressed with Mason Mount. I could have looked at Mason Mount. But I don't think so, really. I've not been impressed by him. I think I'd take Kai Havertz for now. Confirm. So that's, if you're new to the draft, that's basically how you do the draft. It usually takes a little bit longer to do because you're trying to work out who you should pick and who offers good value. But we spent like 2 hours or so yesterday doing it in preparation for the Premier League. So that's why we were able to do it really quickly. So I would basically play here Aaron Ramsdale at the back. Then I would play Ben Chilwell in defence. Then I would play Bruno Fernandes in midfield. And then I'd play Salah and Haaland up front. And that, for me, is a very, very solid team. We don't have a lot of differentials, unfortunately. But these are, for me, some incredible players here. I don't know who would put as the captain this weekend, actually. There's a big argument to put the captaincy on Bruno Fernandes, because when he's at home, he's insane. He's really good. But it kind of seems a bit wrong also to not captain Haaland or even Salah away to Liverpool. But I think the home game against Brighton will give it to Fernandes for now. Let's lock that in for now. We have 2 points remaining that we're not using. How does this look now? So, yeah, we have Kevin Trapp reminding us of him. But we would probably... I mean, technically you could say you could do Kevin Trapp, right? But I just don't trust it to even keep a clean sheet against Bochum. And our main defender is actually Schlotterbeck. So we'd probably do this, actually. And then we'd have Florian Wirtz in there. Then Kane. Then Musiala. Oh, I don't think... Well, would we have Florian Wirtz in here? Probably not. Not for the weekend. I mean, it is Florian Wirtz and he's brilliant, but he's going up against Bayern. It's probably the one fixture that you shouldn't pick him for. So maybe what we would do instead for the weekend is we would kind of do Musiala, and then in the extra we would then just throw in Alisson Plea, who you'd like to think can and should be able to score against Darmstadt. But, you know, realistically, Florian Wirtz would be like our main midfielder here. What do we think of this team? Guys, what are we thinking of this team here? Is this a good team? I think that's okay. I think that's pretty good, myself. I don't think I'm really comfortable having Robin Koch as our backup, but I don't think we'd ever really look to play him unless we ever played Kevin Trapp, and honestly, I really don't think I want to play Kevin Trapp ever. Even when he's going up against Bochum, I just still can't bring myself to play him. I'd much rather play Gregor Kobel. Yeah, so it would be Plea over Wirtz, yeah, but this would be kind of like our main 5 for the season, I think. And then it would be Plea this weekend over Wirtz, just because, yeah, it's a horrible fixture. You prefer Boniface over Kane? I think Boniface in the draft actually is really good value, but as a player, it's got to be Kane all day of the week. Top goal scorer for England, incredible player, loads of AA, and also just like gives you that route into the attack for Bayern. I'm sad that we can't fit in Kimmich, but actually if Kimmich is injured, then it's fine. It's a problem for later down the road rather than now. Away at Bochum is exactly the game Frankfurt would bottle before a European week. Yeah, it really is. It really would be. We'd have the captaincy on Kane or something as well. I think we would just put the captaincy on Kane every single week. I actually think this is okay. Let's confirm it. It's a shame to not have Florian Wirtz in the team, but it's the wrong kind of game week to be drafting him, I think. So this is how it's looking at the moment. We basically have 2 stacks, and our 2 stacks are Borussia Dortmund at the back. Then we have Bayern up front. And then wedged in between those stacks is Alison Plier, who's got an away game to Darmstadt. But technically it would be Florian Wirtz that would be playing over Plier for most games. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for the incredible support on today's stream. I hope you enjoyed it. We will be back again tomorrow, where we'll be running through our lineup. So we need to keep lineup building. We also need to keep doing our predictions on Pooky, because we started that today. We were able to get 2 predictions done. So 2-2 and 1-1, but we've got quite a few still to do. So yeah, we'll be returning to that tomorrow. And also tomorrow on Pooky, new stickers are being released as well, in a day's time. So we might even be able to maybe pick up a sticker pack if I've got the money to do it. So we'll also watch the drop tomorrow. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, for the support. Thank you for all the subs and all the follows. I hope that's been useful for you to do your drafts as well. And I hope you're able to get a lot of questions answered here today too. You can catch me in the Discord for the rest of the evening. So if you're a sub to the channel, then you can reach out to me in the Discord, and I'll try my best to help you if you have questions that weren't answered here today. And also you'll be able to catch me on a couple of tweets as well this evening too. So enjoy your evening, guys. Good luck with your drafts as well. I hope you're able to get a lot of it done, especially if you're busy in a short amount of time. And I will catch you all again tomorrow. Thank you.